Hey guys, so Lord here, back again with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Target exclusive LJM X-Men Retro Series Mystique, brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro, who will remain fine folks despite the fact that Target exclusives are just poo-poo caca, if you ask me, because, well, a lot of them this past year have been a nightmare to track down. These X-Men retro cards, not so much. Granted, my store didn't have this figure in stock, but I was able to get it off the app, so there is that. However, we're not talking about all that. We're talking about Mystique, so why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all she has to offer in terms of accessories, starting off with a pair of open hands. Kind of sucks she didn't come with fists, but if you have the X-Men 97 Emma Frost, I think the fist from her will fit. That said, we also get this, I don't know why, but I think of Wilma Flintstone when I see this head, because it's got the bun in the back, but we get this head. I will probably never use that. We also get this kind of machine gun looking gun. It's got a warped barrel on the end there, which I think is blast effect compatible, as well as this big chunky pistol, which is also blast effect compatible, and also gummy, but not as bad. And that's your lot. That's fair enough, I guess, but I would have liked to have seen the other gun that's like this and some fist hands. And how about that rogue head with the phasing face from the Walgreens one, because that's the only place you can get that. But taking a closer look at Mystique, I think she's got the same head as the Walgreens one, but it is painted a little differently, and the hair I think is probably softer this time around. The skull belt piece, probably the same. I think the whole torso's the same. She's got the peg holes on the back for no reason. Why were these even here in the first place? Was there a cape or something that plugged into the back of this body at one point? Is that what that's for? I don't know. But as far as articulation goes, her head will rotate. It can hinge down. It can't really move up. But it does have a hinge in there. She can tilt a little bit. It's all fine and dandy. Her shoulders will move up. Back down, all around. She's got a bicep twist, which is not the most sightly thing. It's broken up at the glove. It goes all the way up to her bicep there. I would have just preferred some painted biceps myself, because that would look better, but these arms aren't that gummy, and I think they might be reused from that Emma Frost. So, you know, there is that. She does have the double elbow, because she's pinless! I mean, her arms are always pinless, but it's the first time we have a double jointed elbow for her. She's got the right hinge for holding weapons on this hand. It's the up and down with the rotation. And then we get the in and out on this side with rotation. Putting her in a T-pose, she can twist around on the diaphragm joint. I can crunch this far forward, this far back. Not the tightest thing ever. I mean, it's really not, but it's not terrible. She can also tilt side to side as well. That's all fine and dandy. Hips can kick out okay, I guess. She does have a thigh cut. It's not gummy hardly at all, so that's nice. She can kick forward if you move the skirt out of the way with her crazy skull belt. She does have the little skull on her head too. But she can kick forward. She can't kick back. She can kick back a little bit. She doesn't have enough junk in the trunk to prohibit that. She does have a double knee though. That works okay-ish. And then she does have a hinge in the foot. All the way back, pretty far forward, and an ankle rocker. as well as peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So she is a solid release. She's kind of average because, I mean, she doesn't have a lot going on. I would have liked the tunic to be sculpted, since we have sculpted glove seams, and to an extent, like boot seams, if that's what you call these. Stockings, whatever they're called. But we don't have that, and that kind of blows. So it is what it is. But she's an alright release. If you wanted a pinless Mystique and didn't care for the old one, this is a good figure. If you're content with the Walgreens one and it's somewhat gummy legs, I mean, figures are still frickin' gummy. I don't care what anyone says. It's just they're not going to fall down quite as bad because of the hard plastic knees and elbows, but, you know, Hasbro knew how to make stuff right. We probably wouldn't have a lot of problems, but it is what it is. It's a good figure, though. That's what I'm trying to say here. So, I mean, I picked it up, and I'm Mr. Picky Choosy nowadays, although my upload schedule would probably say otherwise, but that's not important right now. What's important is that we move right along, take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here's good old Mystique alongside a couple other X-Men retro card figures. Granted, they are X-Men 97, but they are X-Men retro card figures nonetheless. We have both Emma Frost and Cable, and I took a closer look at Emma Frost after I removed that traffic cone of a cape, that is, and it does look like they share the same arms and possibly legs. She and Mystique, that is. So, some food for thought there when you're going into this, but that's what it looks like to me anyways. So, getting these two out of the way. Cable, of course, is taller. Bringing our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibilith, and the infamous 11 Spawn, who, as usual, towers over everyone. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and if you're like the rest of the internet and think the Walgreens exclusive version sucks balls nowadays, then, well, this is a no-brainer. Hopefully she's still in stock by the time I get this video posted, but I was able to get her, and I don't have luck with Target exclusives. Psylocke, I'm looking at you, you bitch. So if I'm able to get it, then there's really no excuse for anyone else to not be able to get it. I mean, at the very least, to Target's credit, these X-Men retro cards were relatively easy to obtain, both in-store and online. And Mystique being the most desirable of the bunch, that should say something right there. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.